Hello, everybody. Welcome to iExamB's Legal Bee. This is Amrita, your law faculty at iExamB. In this video today, I'm going to discuss with you all the landmark judgments from the month of April, starting from 16th of April to 30th of April. This is a series that I have been started from month of January on Legal Bee exclusively. जिसमें आपको हर 15 डेज में लैंडमार्क जजमेंट्स के अपडेट्स विद क्रिस्प समरी मिलता है एंड अलॉन्ग विद दैट यू कैन ऑल्सो डाउनलोड द पीपीटीज यू कैन ऑल्सो डाउनलोड द पीडीएफ दैट इज अवेलेबल फॉर ऑल द जजमेंट्स एवरी मंथ. हर 15 डेज में जो भी लैंडमार्क जजमेंट्स आ जाते हैं आई कम अप विद द वीडियो very soon, the 16th day itself on Legal Bee. So this is something which is very quick initiative and very quality initiative that we have exclusively at Legal Bee, and इसके लिए don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel. अगर आपके कोई भी queries हैं, you can write to us in the comment section of this video, or else you can also email us at hello@iexamb.com. So let us start with all the judgments starting from the month from the 16th of April till 30th of April. जितने भी लैंडमार्क जजमेंट्स हैं, जितने भी इंटरेस्टिंग इंपॉर्टेंट जजमेंट्स हैं, उसको हम बहुत ही क्रिस्प मैनर में समझेंगे with focusing on the exclusive rationale in all the judgments in this particular video. Starting with the first one, Anup Bhartaria and etc. versus Deputy Director of Directorate of Enforcement, that is the ED, जो हम commonly कहते हैं. This judgment was passed on the 21st of April 2023. And इस केस में क्या हुआ था, एक SLP फाइल की गई थी. SLP was filed by the petitioner against what? Against the impugned judgment and order of the High Court of Rajasthan. And this petition was because the High Court had dismissed the quashing of prosecution under section 482 of CRPC, which was imposing a fine also. यानी कि हाई कोर्ट ने जब petition dismiss की तो एक फाइन भी इम्पोज किया 50,000 रुपीज़ का. तो सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने अल्टीमेटली क्या किया, सुप्रीम कोर्ट has also dismissed this petition. And what observations have been made? Observations have been made that the petitioners have failed to make out any case of abuse of process of the court at the instance of respondent authorities. There being enough material to show prima facie case involvement of the petitioners in the alleged offence of money laundering. You all know ED क्या होता है, Enforcement Directorate. money laundering के cases सारे ED के पास जाते हैं. So the High Court had dismissed the petition that was filed by the petitioners. 482 में क्या petition फाइल की गई थी कि सारे के सारे prosecution को quash किया जाए. But prima facie involvement होने की वजह से High Court has dismissed this petition and Supreme Court has also confirmed that जो भी statement of objects and reasons है Money Laundering Act के, उस हिसाब से if there is a serious threat to the financial system of the country, that is amounting to integrity and sovereignty of the country as well. So we cannot take a lenient view in that. So this SLP was dismissed. There was no special case that was made out basically, and there was no miscarriage of justice. Second, Maghavendra Pratap Singh versus State of Chhattisgarh. This judgment was passed on 24th of April 2023. In this case, the Supreme Court has actually set aside the judgment passed by the High Court of Chhattisgarh and allowed the appeal filed by the convicted petitioner. And the convicted petitioner was alone convicted basically, and he was convicted with life imprisonment. बाकी के उसके जो co-accused थे वो acquit हो चुके थे. So he came up in this appeal to the Supreme Court. Life imprisonment was granted to him basically by the High Court. Supreme Court has remarked that whenever any accused has to be convicted, the guilt should be proved beyond reasonable doubt. So Supreme Court has actually set aside the conviction of him as well. And what observations have been made, that the High Court, without appreciating the testimonies of the witnesses mentioned above in their true important meaning, without having any discussion concerning the complicity of the accused, it cannot be said that the prosecution has completely established the case. So circumstantial evidences पर completely अगर आप acquit conviction दे रहे हैं, so that should be done by this High Court very cautiously. So इस particular case के facts में actually ये नहीं था. So benefit of doubt basically इस case में दिया गया है एक बार फिर, and that is what I have taken this judgment, recent judgment, talking about benefit of doubt थे. Jitendra Kumar Rode versus Union of India. In this case, what had happened, an appeal was filed against the judgment and order passed by the High Court of Allahabad, and the appellant's conviction was made out by the special judge, and the case was relating to corruption. So Prevention of Corruption Act cases are handled by a special judge, and special judge is a sessions judge only, additional sessions judge generally. What was the question that came up before Supreme Court basically was that the records of the trial court के जो records होते हैं वो अवेलेबल नहीं थे, तो वो गो थ्रू किए बिना क्या हाई कोर्ट केस कंफर्म कर सकता है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट इज द मेन क्वेश्चन, दैट इज लॉ पॉइंट दैट वाज डिस्कस्ड इन दिस पर्टिकुलर केस. एंड अगर वो अपहेल्ड करता है कन्विक्शन, तो क्या वो आर्टिकल 21 को वायलेट करता है, whether it is violating the fair trial concept doctrine as well. So the Supreme Court has actually set aside the judgment and order of High Court of conviction, and acquittal was granted. What was the consideration? Fair legal procedure includes opportunity for the person filing an appeal to question the conclusions that are drawn by the trial court. यानी कि ट्रायल कोर्ट के कंक्लूजन्स जो ड्रॉ किए गए हैं उसको चैलेंज करने की अपॉर्चुनिटी अक्यूज के पास होती है. एंड अगर ट्रायल कोर्ट के रिकॉर्ड्स ही अवेलेबल नहीं है, सो हाउ ही विल एक्चुअली चैलेंज दैट. सो दिस इज समथिंग विच इज़ नॉट फेयर ट्रायल. And along with this judgment, his conviction was set aside, no doubt. But directions were given by the Supreme Court to the registrars of High Court that they have to ensure that the records of the trial court are maintained. इसके लिए भी कुछ directions दिए गए हैं. Next, Ravindra Singh versus State Government of NCT Delhi. This particular case is actually a very astonishing case. This case is basically of the appellant who is the convict in this case. He has been convicted for raping his own daughter who is just 9 years old. So this is something grave, miscarriage of justice. Grave means it is astonishing that some heinous crimes like this are still being done by people in the society. And ऐसे crimes के लिए punishments भी उस तरीके की दी जानी चाहिए जो दी गई है इस particular case में. So this is very landmark. So Sessions Judge, the fast track court has actually upheld his conviction and has actually granted him the sentence of life, and that too minimum condition has been imposed that he should complete at least 20 years in jail. He should not be liable to be getting any kind of clemency by the state government, क्योंकि state government आपको पता है that they grant remissions. So ये नहीं होना चाहिए. That was something which was held in this case. So he challenged that particular part of the judgment and he went to the Supreme Court at the end. High Court ने भी उसकी petition dismiss कर दी. Then he went to the Supreme Court. Supreme Court has also heard only on the part of sentence. क्या ये complete 20 years in jail रहने वाला जो decision है ये legally valid है? So basically Supreme Court ने उस पर काफ़ी सारे observation दिए हैं that appellant was found guilty of the most monstrous and horrific offences, basically of raping his own little daughter. So this is something which is very serious and he needs to go with the incarceration of 20 years at least in jail. So Supreme Court ने भी इसे upheld किया गया है and काफ़ी सारे interesting observations भी दिए गए हैं with reference to case laws as well. And एक statement मैं यहाँ पे कहना चाहूँगी जो Supreme Court ने कहा है, and ये काफ़ी अच्छा statement है that the judges who bear the sword of justice should not hesitate to use that sword with utmost severity to the full and to the end if the gravity of the offence so demands. Next, Shri Rakesh Raman versus Srimati Kavita. ये भी एक interesting judgment है and actually it is relating to the marriage, that it is relating to family law, that we are coming to divorce basically. तो इसमें irretrievable breakdown theory का जिक्र किया गया है and उसके बारे में डिस्कस किया गया है. rather ये theory को यूज़ किया गया है. we all know that काफ़ी सारे grounds रहे हैं divorce के लिए and ये एक recent development है comparatively जो cruelty और consent से हट कर है, that is irretrievable breakdown of marriage. The couple were actually living together only for 4 years and they were living separately for last 25 years and there was no child out of the wedlock as well. So Supreme Court has upheld that there is no such kind of relationship that is left in both of them. Rather, if we compel them to stay together, it will amount to cruelty between the spouses. ऐसा हो सकता है. That's why divorce was granted to both of them. Husband has actually gone in appeal against the decision of the High Court, which was not granting divorce to them. So this is something which is another judgment which is talking about irretrievable breakdown of marriage theory. Digambar versus State of Maharashtra, another judgment by the Supreme Court of India, in which the convicts have filed an appeal against the confirmation case and appeal of both the convicts filed before the High Court of Bombay. Actually, High Court of Bombay has confirmed their sentences. One sentence was relating to life imprisonment, and one convict, who is the main Digambar, he was actually given death sentence. So ultimately he went to the Supreme Court also, and Supreme Court has actually said that death sentence के लिए rarest of rare case होना चाहिए. This is the rarest of rare case doctrine is going on in our judicial history since long, since बच्चन सिंह versus State of पंजाब. ये केस से ही चलते आ रहा है, तो उसे वापस एक बार रीआइटरेट किया गया है. So this is an important case which is a recent one also. 28th of April को जजमेंट पास हुआ है. सो इन दिस केस रेयरेस्ट ऑफ रेयर केस जैसा कोई चीज़ नहीं थी, ऐसा सुप्रीम कोर्ट का कहना था. That the court has held that this was not rarest of rare case, and has also added that the court in the case of, there was another reference to case Sundar at the Sundar Rajan versus State by Inspector of Police. Rarest of rare doctrine does not require that only death sentence has to be imposed. Court held that while considering as to whether death sentence is to be inflicted or not, court will have to consider not only the grave nature of the crime but also whether there was a possibility of reformation of a criminal. So ये एक important point है जो इस केस में discuss किया गया है. So again this is a very important and landmark case. Ramisetti Venkatanna and another versus नासियम जमल साहिब एंड अदर्स. इस केस में क्या कहा गया है? दिस इज अ केस रिलेटिंग टू रिजेक्शन ऑफ प्लेंट, ऑर्डर 7 रूल 11 ऑफ CPC, एंड ऑन 2 grounds basically the plaint was to be rejected, but again the Supreme Court ultimately has rejected it. The court directed rejection of plaint on what grounds? Illusionary cause of action and bar of limitation. ये 2 ग्राउंड्स पर सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने एक्चुअली प्लेंट को रिजेक्ट किया गया है. एंड सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने ये कहा है दैट दिस प्लेंट इज एन रिजल्ट ऑफ क्लेवर ड्राफ्टिंग. सो क्लेवर ड्राफ्टिंग क्या है? जब एडवोकेट्स, कुछ केस नहीं होता है बट उसे मिर्च मसाला बना के क्लेवर ड्राफ्टिंग करके बना देते हैं, वैसा टाइप का केस है ये. सो ये जो रिजेक्शन ऑफ प्लेंट ऑर्डर 7 रूल 11 में दिया गया है, दैट हैज़ टू बी अप्लाइड बेसिकली. हाई कोर्ट ने एक्चुअली वो ग्रांट नहीं किया था रिजेक्शन ऑफ प्लेंट, बट व्हेन दे केम टू सुप्रीम कोर्ट एक्चुअली रिजेक्टेड द प्लेंट एंड डायरेक्टेड दैट द प्लेंट बी रिजेक्टेड ऑन दीज 2 ग्राउंड्स. State through CBI versus Hemendra Reddy and another. In this case, what had happened? Basically it's about charge sheet, and in this case the CBI had filed a supplementary charge sheet. Supplementary charge sheet ये word कहीं CRPC में use नहीं हुआ है, but it is filed again after the charge sheet is filed. If they find some further scope of investigation, they can file it again under sections 173 clause 8 of CRPC. But then the question arose, can the CBI also do that, or we require a person of the superintendent of police rank to do this? So this was the question, but again Supreme Court has given a very broader view in this case, that fair investigation requires fair and proper investigation. So उसमें अगर आप supplementary charge sheet file करते हो, so that is actually not a harm. This is something which you are adding more. You are adding more points that will be coming before the court, and this will become an ease in investigation. So court ने इसे readily welcome किया है, and CBI ने जो अपील फाइल की है बेसिकली कि बिकॉज वो जो चार्ज शीट है उसके बारे में पॉजिटिव व्यू दिया है सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने. Sheikh Sohail Ashik versus State of West Bengal and another. In this case, what has been discussed is relating to a revision application. A revision application has been filed that the prosecution should be continued, and charge sheet that has been filed, that is also as per under section 417, 376 and 506 of IPC. So Calcutta High Court का जजमेंट है ये. Calcutta High Court ने एक्चुअली इस चार्जशीट को कॉश किया है, हैरोआ पुलिस स्टेशन का है ये. एंड क्या रीजन दिए हैं? बिकॉज एक्चुअली देर वॉज अ कंसेंशुअल रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन द गर्ल एंड द बॉय. सो ये जो एलिज्ड रेप, चीटिंग, ब्रीच ऑफ ये जो ऑफेंसेस लगाए हैं बेसिकली, उसको हाई कोर्ट ने क्वॉश किया है. एंड व्यू ये लिया है दैट द कंसेंशुअल फिजिकल रिलेशनशिप वाज देयर एंड देन द इशू ऑफ मैरिज पॉप्ड अप, तो उसको कन्वर्ट किया गया है रेप के एफआईआर में. सो ये गलत है. सो इसलिए ये इस तरीके के काफ़ी केसेस हो रहे हैं आजकल बेसिकली. सो दैट्स व्हाई द हाई कोर्ट हैज़ ऑल्सो कंसिडर्ड दिस, एंड दिस इज समथिंग विच इज लैंडमार्क फॉर अस. That the opinion that the court has held that in the facts and circumstances of the present case, the proceedings are basically not required and they need to be quashed and set aside. The last judgment that I will be discussing with you today is of the Madras High Court, Vasuki versus the Secretary to Government and Others. मद्रास हाई कोर्ट ने क्या डायरेक्ट किया है इसमें? ये केस थोड़ा सा डिफरेंट है, इसलिए मैंने डिस्कस करना था आपसे. ये मेडिकल नेग्लिजेंस का केस है ये. द मद्रास हाई कोर्ट डायरेक्टेड स्टेट गवर्नमेंट टू compensate a woman. Compensation for what? For medical negligence. Medical negligence क्या था basically? She had 2 children, the lady who is the victim in this particular case, a victim of medical negligence. She was having 2 children already and she did a surgery, that is tubectomy. So after that she became pregnant again. So this was the responsibility of the hospital that they had to compensate the woman. And जो child जिसने birth लिया है, the 3rd child of the woman basically, because of the failed procedure of tubectomy, उसके education की responsibility भी दी गई है. At least 10,000 rupees per month देना है for expenses of the child. किसको देना है? स्टेट को देना है. स्टेट की रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी दी गई है यहाँ पर. तो ये काफ़ी सोसाइटी में अच्छा एंड काफ़ी नाइस इनिशिएटिव है, काफ़ी अच्छा जजमेंट है जिसका काफ़ी पॉजिटिव इम्पैक्ट होगा सोसाइटी में एंड मेडिकल नेग्लिजेंस के फील्ड में. अगर आप लोग कोई इस एरिया में रिसर्च कर रहे हैं तो ये जजमेंट काफ़ी इंपॉर्टेंट है आपके लिए, और ये भी काफ़ी रीसेंट है. दिस हैज़ बीन पास्ड इन द रीसेंट 28th of April को ही आया है ये जजमेंट. So this was all that I had to discuss with all the important interesting judgments that have come within these 15 days. Judgments तो काफ़ी आते हैं, लेकिन interesting वाले judgments, landmark वाले judgments मैं आपके लिए क्रिस्प एंड शॉर्ट वे में लेकर आती हूँ एक वीडियो में कंपाइल करके. सो इसके लिए आप हमेशा ट्यून रहें. अगर आपने बाकी सारे मंथ्स के जजमेंट्स मिस किए हैं या April 1st to 15 के जजमेंट मिस किए हैं, डोंट miss it. Go to the playlist and check out all the judgments. आप इस PPTs को डाउनलोड करके भी अपने पास एक रिकॉर्ड रख सकते हैं. This is surely going to be very helpful for you, क्योंकि इतने क्रिस्प वे में जजमेंट्स आपको कहीं पे भी नहीं मिलेंगे. You have to take a lot of efforts to go through the judgments. So if you have any queries, you can reach out to us anytime. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and prepare 50% faster with iExamBee. Thank you.